Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Whitney and this is Whitney Beauty, and today we're going to be playing with everything new from e.l.f. Cosmetics. So we have some primer, some shadow, the new e.l.f. CC Camo Cream foundation. So I'm super excited, and we are going to be doing this full face and a 6-hour wear test. So if you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button before you leave and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you are interested in trying any of this stuff. And if you've already tried any of it, let me know what you think about it and we will jump right in. Okay, so I am so excited to finally jump into some drugstore stuff. I feel like I neglect the drugstore so much, but today we have a massive box of e.l.f. stuff, so a bunch of new e.l.f. releases, and we are going to test them all out today. So I'm going to zoom us in a little bit so we can get started on this eye. My nails are broken again. We're just gonna go with it. I'm just so over it at this point. So I'm gonna prime just a little bit with the P. Louise blank canvas, just enough to even out my eye, so there's nothing coming through. So just like that. And then I got these two shadow sticks. So these are from the new Mint collection. So these are the Mint Melt No Budge eyeshadow sticks. I got it in the shade Mint For You, which I have used already. That is just a matte mint green right here. And I also got it in the shade Ice Cream. And also these were smashed when they came in already. Like somebody had pushed them up too far and they were in the cap already. So those came in like that, which is fine. And this shade is so pretty. I think I'm going to use it in the inner corner. So pretty. So those two are the shadow sticks. So I'm going to start out with the Mint For You. And I am just going to start by placing this all over the lid and the crease and just kind of mapping out the shape. And then I'm just going to go in with my finger and tap it for now. These blend really nicely. And they don't get like patchy and weird, which I really like. And I don't want this to be like a full wing, so I'm just very lightly tapping that and then blending it right out. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the Morphe 433. I'm just going to take a little bit more on the brush. Just tapping that on like that. And then I'm just going to use that to tap and blend it all out. Make sure it is exactly how we want it to be. Just like that. And then using the same brush, we are going to jump into the Mint Melt palette. So two of these released in the new Mint collection. I just grabbed this one because it was speaking to my soul with all these mint shades. So this is just the meant to be one. And look, I have this shade on my eye right now, but look at this. It's a little bit chunky, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit chunky, but it is so pretty. And then when you swatch it, it is so freaking stunning. It is gorgeous. So I'm gonna take the same brush we just had, and I'm gonna tap into this lighter mint shade right here, and I'm just gonna use that to set that shadow that we just used. Now for the sake of this video, I'm going to use the shadow sticks and the palette, but the shadow sticks are absolutely something that can just be like put on as one shade, or you could put this on and then just layer this one on top of it and just be done. But I wanted to play with this palette too and test it out, so we're going to be doing that. But it is absolutely something you could just throw on your whole eye, blend it out, and just be done. Which is nice, because some days that's all I want to do. I want to be a little bit put together, but I don't want to spend all the time being put together. So those items are really nice for that. Okay, now that that is nice and blended, I am going to go in with an M456, and we are going to go in with the darkest shade in the palette. I'm going to go in very lightly with this first, and then I'm going to run it into the corner and a little bit on the lower lash line. And then I'm just going to start bringing it completely in, all the way into the inner corner in the crease. I do not love this shade, I'm not going to lie, as much as I love the shimmer shades and even the light mint shade in here. I find this one to be a little bit patchy, like right in here. I don't know, I don't like it as much. It's not bad, but also it was incredibly affordable. So I'm not going to treat it like it's supposed to be a Natasha Denona palette, when in reality I think it was like $5. So, do I think it's good for $5? Absolutely. But is it the best dark green shadow I've ever used? No. But I do think it created a really cute look. I'm just kind of winging that out. Just like that. And then we're going to go back in with the original brush we used and that light mint shade. We're going to use that just to blend it, make sure there's no harsh lines. Okay, so that is where we're going to keep it. And for this next step, I did use a little bit of the NYX glitter glue because I didn't want to cut this crease again and add any more product on top of it, because once you've added like a cream, a powder, more powder, like it starts to get cakey if you cut the crease on top of that. so I didn't want to do that. So I'm just kind of cutting the crease with a little bit of NYX glitter glue just so the shimmer has something to stick to. And I'm just laying that down exactly where I would cut my crease normally. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this stunning shade right here. And I'm just going to start laying that down. It is so freaking pretty. I mean, honestly, this other shimmer is also so freaking pretty. Let me swatch it. That is not the best swatch, but it is stunning. The shimmers in these palettes are worth it. The mattes are okay, but since it's so cheap, you can buy this for the shimmers. Because it's so affordable, buy it for the shimmers because they're stunning. Okay, and then I'm going to go in one more time with that dark shade very lightly and just blend that outside edge into the shimmer so we don't have any harsh lines. And that is all I'm going to do for the top right now, and honestly, I love it. So I did have a little bit of, even though we put down that glitter glue on this eye, I did have a little bit of shimmer transferring. It's just, and I did have a lot of shimmer fall out under my eyes on both sides. The shimmer is very, very crumbly. So I would really recommend doing your eyes before your face like I did, because if you do your face first, you're going to have glitter all over it. If you don't mind that, no big deal, but if that does bother you, it would me. I would recommend doing your eyes first because the shimmers are very crumbly, but I highly recommend these palettes, if not for the mattes, because they're just, you know, subpar, a $5 palette. I believe it was $5. Let me pull that up as well. The palette itself was $4, great price. And then the eyeshadow sticks were $5 a piece, which we've tested this one, and I honestly think this is a gem. These shadow sticks are really special, and we will pop this in the inner corner once we are done with everything. Next, we are going to go in with some new primer. So we have the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. I'm super excited about this because it's supposed to be, it has hyaluronic acid in it, and it's supposed to be like a jelly gripping primer. So I'm hoping like this is kind of similar to my favorite primer ever, which is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, or the Urban Decay Ultra Glow. They're both really tacky and I love them. So I'm hoping this is like a dupe to one of those, because it was only $8. So super excited. And then we also are going to go in with the, I'm so excited, with the Camo CC Cream. So when I bought this, look, it came in broken, which is not a big deal. This is going to go in the trash anyway. But when I bought these, they weren't available anywhere. But when I was in Target like a few days later, this is in Target now. So you can go and actually see the shades and everything, which I wish I was able to do because that shade in the tube looks a little bit off, but we will try to work with it. And then I'm just going over all the face products right now, but I guess I should just go over everything that's left because there's only a few things. So I got 2 of the Putty blushes. They are $6 a piece, which is freaking awesome. So I got mine in the shade Fiji, which you can't see. It's not flipped like this one. And then Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos? Yes. Oh, you know what? I touched one of these. That's why it's flipped. I don't know which one it was. And then last but not least, I got the new Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black, which was $6. Oh my gosh. I bet this is going to be awesome too. So that is all I got. So we're going to jump into the primer first. How stunning. This color is really what got me. I've been wanting to try so many of these products from e.l.f. but this collection, this mid collection, and the color is really what that's why I took the plunge. So we pull it out. It's like stuck. So this is what we look like. We take off the cap and it is in a pump tube. So we're gonna squeeze a little bit out. Oh, it is green. It is green. Oh, it smells kind of minty. It feels very thick and jelly-like. Oh, wow. It is very sticky. And I do not say that in a bad way, because sticky primers are my absolute favorite primers ever. Oh my god. It has a very cool cooling effect on my face right now. It is really tacky, which I'm loving, and it smells like mint. Oh, it smells so good. And this also has hyaluronic acid in it, which is probably what gives it, I'm thinking what gives it the tacky feeling, because if you put, like, I use a hyaluronic acid every day and every night, and if you put it on, it's very, very tacky, which I love. It also makes a really good primer. Okay, so I'm loving that so far. We're gonna have to see. I am gonna do a wear test with the foundation and everything. So this is the Camo Cc Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish, and I got it in the shade Light 210 in, which should be my shade. But it says, ditch your basic foundation. This color correcting cream is the only product you need to achieve a natural looking complexion, but with full coverage. A multitasking dream cream infused with collagen, peptides, and niacinamide, known to plump, hydrate, and smooth the appearance of your skin while protecting with SPF 30. Please remember that SPF 30 in foundation does not mean that you can skip your sunscreen, because you'll still need to put sunscreen on even in the winter time. The sun is still out. Okay, it says apply 1 to 2 pumps of the CC cream to clean skin using our e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush to achieve the airbrush finish. Wear as a moisturizer or full coverage foundation, depending on your needs. We will be using it full coverage because that's what we do over here, but it is nice to know that I can sheer out this coverage if I want to wear it on days that are a little more laid back. But for the sake of this video, we are going to try to build it up a little bit. Also, if you know me, you know that I am not a big brush fan, so we're going to go in with my beauty blender. I don't know why I showed you my hand. I am going to wipe these swatches off though. Holy crap. Well, I was going to wipe the swatches off, but the shadow came off and the no budge sticks didn't budge. So we know that those don't come off easily, which is fantastic. I'm just going to put 2 squirts right there. It is thick. Really thick. Okay. This shade, it looks like it's going to be a little bit off as well. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. actually looks really good. I was gonna say, I haven't got a bad shade match in forever, so I was gonna be really upset. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize. But it looks so weird when you're just applying it. The shade looks really off. I'm just gonna do one half of my face so we can check it out. Okay, let's get up close. Oh my god. This looks so stunning. I would not call it full coverage. I would say it is a light medium coverage. Let's see if we can build it up a little bit. Yeah, I would call this a medium coverage, but oh my god, it is beautiful. It looks so nice and clean and smooth. You can still see I have like a scab where I was picking at my face. I know, I'm sorry. Right here. And just like some acne scarring and stuff right here. You can still see that coming through, but I'm okay with that. But this looks so beautiful. So I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm going to throw on some concealer, powder, stuff like that, because I don't have any of that here right now. And then we will be back to play with the blushes, the mascara, finish up the under eye, and give the final thoughts. Okay, so wow, my face is looking so beautiful. I didn't set anything, so it's a little tiny bit tacky, but that didn't mess with the bronzer or anything going on it. I didn't want to set it because we're going to be playing with the Putty blushes, and until I kind of test those out with powder and stuff, I think it's best to keep the face unset, because most of the time that kind of texture doesn't go well over powder. So I did just powder under my eyes, because if not it would crease. I used my Hourglass concealer because I wanted to keep something the same, since we're testing out a new primer and a new foundation. But everything went on really well. I finished up this eye, so we're gonna go ahead and finish up this one. I first started out with the mint stick, and I just kind of ran that under the eye. Just like that. And then I went in with the original brush that we used, and I just used that to blend that out. You definitely want to blend these good, because once they set, they are in place. I have rubbed these ones quite a few times, and they're not going anywhere now. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the mint palette, and I'm going to go into this pretty mint shade. We're going to use that to further put down some color and blend that out. And then we're going to go into the Morphe 456, and we're going to go into that deepest shade very lightly, very gently. And we're just going to deepen that up just a little bit. Okay, just like that. And then I wanted to test this out because this is so budge proof. So I am going to put this mint eyeshadow stick in the waterline. I do not know if these are eye safe, so well, I know they're eye safe, but I don't know if they're waterline safe. So maybe don't do this. But I have a hard time keeping things in my waterline. And it is so budge proof on my hand. I just wanted to test that out a little bit. So we will see. And then I went in with the other shadow stick in the shade, I think this is Ice Cream. It's kind of cut off, or Ice Creamer maybe. And I just popped that right in to the inner corner. This is stunning. Also, with it being so budge proof, I think this will be really nice for people who have watery eyes, because it's going to be difficult to come off in the inner corner. That is so pretty. Okay, so that is where we are at so far. Now we're going to test out some Putty blushes. So we have the shade Fiji, and I think this is the one that was really deep. It did not look this deep on the website, but it is red. Excuse me, because it didn't look like this on the website. So I think we're gonna go in with the Turks and Caicos one, because I think Fiji might be a little bit too dark for me. So this is what this one looks like. This is such a pretty color. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this. Yeah, I didn't swatch this one, so let's swatch this. Oh, that's such a pretty shade. That didn't swatch very well, so we're gonna have to see. That's really pretty. I will go ahead and swatch Fiji as well. I feel like I can pretty much make blush work. I feel like there's always a way to make a blush shade work. Ooh. I say that and then it looks like this, of course. That is bright. I feel like we're gonna do it, right? We have to. We have to see if it works. I'm gonna go in with my sponge. Very, very lightly. This texture is very weird. It's not, I expected it to be, I think, jelly maybe. I don't know why, because the primer's not jelly, but I just expected it to be jelly. It is not. I'm trying not to go crazy with it because I do want to tap a little bit of that other shade over top of it. Oh, that is really pretty. Okay. I'm not mad about that. That is the deep shade. This is Fiji. Like I see, I feel like you can always, cream blushes are so special because I feel like no matter what the shade is, you could almost make it work on all skin tones. Look how pretty. That is so gorgeous. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more on this side. And then we will very lightly go over it with that other shade as well. That is really pretty. I will say, I do think it picked up a little bit of coverage because this was not as noticeable, and now it is. but you can't see that it disturbed the makeup underneath. It just picked up a little tiny bit of coverage on that side. Okay, I'm gonna stop applying that shade because I'll sit here and apply it for 10 years because I have no boundaries when it comes to blush. So we're gonna go in with the shade Turks and Caicos now, which is a lot more subtle, a lot not prettier, just a different shade. And I'm just gonna tap that. That is so pretty. Right on top of that. Yeah, this is going to be a shade that I use a lot. It is so stunning. Okay, so wow. And it actually helped like kind of dull that down and even that shade out a lot. And I really, really am enjoying it. And now we are going to test out some mascara, my favorite thing ever. So I will say this packaging for this mascara is stunning. The rose gold, and it's just really sleek. It's plastic, but it's so freaking pretty. Oh, that's a nice wand. It looks like it's going to separate the lashes really well. I'm super excited. So I'm just going to apply to this side so we can see the difference. And I really like these kind of ones because you can like get in there and kind of twirl them. And it really helps. Of course I did. I got some mascara up there because I'm a mess. It really helps curl and separate the lashes really well. Oh, wow. Let me do the bottom so we can see. Holy crap. Oh my god. Look at that difference. Wow. I'm gonna take a spoolie really quick and spoolie that black mascara that I just, that's the best trick. That is the best trick ever. By the way, if you ever get mascara somewhere you don't want it, just wait for it to dry and just spoolie it away. Awesome. This is amazing. This mascara is really impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the other eye and throw on some lipstick, and then we will be right back for final thought. Okay, so we have finished up. I had to throw on some highlighter because I don't have a highlighter and I forgot that, like, to put a highlighter on. Who forgets that highlights exist? I don't know, but I won't do it again. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. But this is the finished face. I just threw on the Zaya lipstick from Lunar Beauty, which is stunning, but I don't know if it goes with this look, but we're gonna wear it anyway. And this is what I got. So let's start from the beginning and start with the eyeshadows. The Budge Proof shadows, the shadow sticks, I'm obsessed with those. I think I actually might look on Elf's website and see if they have some more, maybe from a different line, because I actually really like those. And I'm not normally like a cream shadow person or anything like that, but I'm actually incredibly impressed by those, and they're very easy to use and they're super pretty. So I might check some more of those out. The mini eyeshadow palette, the mattes were okay. It's a $4 palette, so I'm definitely not complaining because like each shadow was $1. So the mattes were okay, but I was incredibly impressed by the shimmer shades. They were really stunning. They're a little bit crumbly, but once you get them on, they're really freaking pretty. So I do highly recommend these. Even if you're just getting them for the shimmers, they're $4, so great price. I'm actually incredibly impressed with the mascara. I am excited to see how it wears throughout the day. I hope that, because I'm oily skin, sometimes it will transfer down here because my lashes are so long on the bottom. So I'm excited to see what happens there. I hope it doesn't transfer, because if it doesn't, this is like a huge hit for a mascara for like $8. And the Putty blushes, amazing. I'm excited for those to come into stores. I'm not going to order them online because I just hate paying for shipping. But as soon as they hit the stores, I'm going to grab some more of those. The foundation looks really pretty so far. It looks very clean. I don't know why I keep wanting to use the word clean, but it does. It looks very clean and fresh and just like fresh face, and I really like that. And the primer also feels really nice. And also the foundation doesn't feel sticky even though I didn't set it, which I'm really liking. So I think that is it for now. I am going to go wear this. I'm going to try to tuck my husband into going to Walmart because I want to see if they have the new Wet n Wild stuff there. And we're going to wear this throughout the day, and I will be back in a little bit to check in. Okay, we are back. It has been 6 hours and I'm just ready to call it a day. I need to take this contact lens out, and I didn't want to do that with a full face of makeup on. So let's talk about how everything looks right now. So the shadow still looks really good. It's not wearing off or anything like that. So quality of the shadows is great. The foundation still looks really great. It is worn a little bit in here and on my nose, but it's because I wore a mask today. So it did have some rubbing, and I didn't set my face with powder. So it still looks really good for wearing a mask and not setting my face with powder. My under eyes do not look that great, if we're being honest. So I'm thinking that for some reason, this foundation or something, the primer, something didn't play nicely with my concealer, which sucks because it's my Hourglass concealer. So it's like my favorite concealer ever. The blush still looks really nice. The mascara still looks really nice. I do have a little tiny bit of darkness transferred under my eyes. I can't tell if that's the mascara or the fact that my concealer kind of looks a little bit weird. So I don't know. I'm going to continue to wear this. I'm going to wear it again tomorrow and see what I think, and I will keep you guys updated in the description box or in the comments right at the top. And that is all I have for today. So honestly, I do give pretty much everything a thumbs up. I really liked everything. It lasted really well. It still looks very nice. I would still be able to wear it for the rest of the day if I needed to. So that is always really good. So that is all for me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button before you leave. And leave me a comment down below letting me know if you are going to be grabbing any of these things. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.